Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, November 5th, 2018 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am evolving into a deeper understanding of power. And I will clarify that being your power, my power. We are evolving. We are in our second evolution day of Sun in Scorpio. And we're evolving into understanding our power so we can utilize this power that is contained within us. And Holy Shift is the name of the game this week. We actually have the North Node shift today into Cancer. Now, North Node energy, it oscillates. It's not actually a real planet. It is kind of an energetic holding space. It's very important still. And it oscillates. And so we have the North Node in Cancer, then it's going to go back into Leo, for like a few hours and back and forth. And we're going to have the back and forth for a few days as we balance out this energy of love with the North Node in Cancer now, which is bringing forth nurturing and some really important topics, yin energy specifically, that we are going to be utilizing. We also have Uranus shifting tomorrow, retrograding back into Aries from Taurus. So we have the Jupiter shift coming as well, and we are in the dark of the moon. Dark of the moon building to this new moon in Scorpio energy. Holy moly, this is a lot. So I think the number one thing that I do want to mention is the Uranus shift. Just because Uranus is so like Mercury, and with Mercury already in its shadow preparing for retrograde and Uranus about to shift signs, you may be having some extraordinary and extreme technology issues. Technology has just been wonky for me. Be aware of that. Uranus is the higher vibration of Mercury energy, so it really can affect electronics, including our own personal nervous system and electronics within ourselves. If you've been having weird issues with sleep or your nervous system, oh my God, I had multiple bugs landing on me the other night. We've been leaving the door open because there's a little homeless kitty, and so we're trying to lure him in. But meanwhile, the bugs are like, hello, thank you for welcoming us to the space. And so in the night, they're like, hey, let me hop on you. My nervous system was freaking out. So with this energy, with this Uranus energy, that definitely may be up. I also want to prepare you with Uranus moving back into Aries. Aries is that energy. It is that fire energy that is the god of war. And so with Uranus, that planet of change and electrical energy and revolution coming into the sign of war, watch out for being triggered. Today, I'm bringing that up because it is that evolution day, and we do get triggered with that energy. So that plus this upcoming shift, tend to your inner volcanoes, because chances are the wars within you, those places where you're still trying to create harmony outside of you, may really get activated and triggered. So this is a good time to look at it, especially as we're tuning into our power with the dark of the moon rising, building into this new moon. Holy cow. The antidote in this is some beautiful connections that we've got going on. Like I said, the North Node in Cancer. North Node in Cancer is bringing our attention, our destiny to Cancer energy. So destiny, as we move forward from this place, with a little bit of oscillating, reminding us to keep connecting to the energy of love, it's bringing us to this place of nurturing, compassion. Cancer's major themes are home, family, foundation, mother, feeling, intuition, creativity. Those are all very Cancer-heavy themes. What's interesting is where the South Node placement is. With the North Node in Cancer, the South Node is in Capricorn. And Capricorn is going through a lot of changes and shifts. South Node, been there, done that. Capricorn looks at the rules and success. And success has been so based on rules and where you're at according to society. And North Node in Cancer is kind of redirecting that vibration and that lesson to our happiness. Are you happy? Are you nurturing yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you, happy in your life, in your family? Have you been tending to these things, which are the foundation from which you can grow into other successes? We have to bring our attention back to that energy, to that unit, especially within ourselves, nurturing ourselves, being the full cup that can then overflow for others rather than attempting to pour from an empty cup. So North Node in Cancer has these really strong lessons beckoning us back here. The other thing I want to mention with Cancer is Cancer has a really long memory and can connect to the past. In readings, when I do past life readings, I look to Cancer and I look to fourth house energy to give any past life clues. That foundation, it is our ancestry and it is also our past lives. So with the North Node moving through Cancer, we get more of this energy that's coming up to be shifted, and we may get to see the places where our ancestors, as society, have kind of steered us off track and gotten us in societal vibration rather than true to the soul vibration. So we get to work with this energy. Aiding in this is a beautiful connection between Ceres and Venus. So Ceres is conjunct Venus. Venus is retrograde in Libra, so we're working to find that balance. We're working to find that harmony within ourselves so that we can come to a real harmony with those things outside of ourselves rather than creating that false harmony by, doing what everybody else wants and being at war within ourselves. Ceres energy is that mother energy. So it's like it starts at home. It starts within. It starts with you nurturing and mothering yourself. This connection's at 27 degrees, and that 27-degree energy is 9 energy, so it's taking action. What action do you need to take for self-care, self-love, self-nurturing, self-compassion in your life? It may be about emoting, having some feelings expressed. You may need to have a little bit of a cry. We're in the dark of the moon, evolution day, North Node in Cancer. Definitely may be some waterworks coming through, and that's okay. But then what do you need to do to tend to yourself, to make yourself feel whole and okay in this moment? Whole, okay, and balanced in this moment. So powerful energies working us. All right, so besides these things going on, we have the moon. The moon is actually working in Libra. The moon in Libra is connecting to both Pluto and Mars today. Oh, and that's another feminine aspect that's actually happening today. As the moon connects with Mars in a trine, which is a very helpful energy. So moon in Libra, again, trying to seek that balance. Mars is connecting with Lilith. So Mars, while it has that really strong yang energy, Lilith is where we are true to the soul. And Lilith does have a very yin energy. Lilith, like the nodes, also oscillates. She's here, she's there, she's everywhere. It's the true woman or yin energy that's like, it really goes with the energies versus following any straight line. So Lilith is teaching Mars in Aquarius, like, hey, let's move and align with the right vibrations to fall into a new sense of balance at this time. So that's really serving us. Listen to that. You don't have to be linear in your path. You do have to move, oscillate. That's going to be our word. Oscillate in a way that is true to you. That moon square Pluto energy, though, that may be where you come up against some of those things. You may come against power plays, outside power plays. Pluto moving through Capricorn is shifting those tides, but a lot of us still have our worth tied up in getting the pat on the back from the corporation that you work for, or your boss, or our families, or your partner, still tied up in that and still giving some of your power to that. So that moon in Libra is like, find this power, find this balance within yourself. You are capable of moving forward without it, and you're capable of moving forward in a way that is true to your soul. Sorry for the Mahalo earthquake. He likes to sit down right behind the computer when I'm recording and flop down and give me a little Mahalo earthquake. The final aspect of the day is really beautiful, powerful. Moon trine Neptune. Neptune is helping us figure this whole thing out. Neptune's helping us get beyond these societal illusions that are still carrying around with us that keep us from the pure potentiality. Now, I love these two cards, and I love that they're in reverse. We're still carrying some illusions, and it's keeping us out of pure potentiality. Here comes Jupiter this week in just a few days, being like, hey, infinite possibilities is a thing, something to align with and attune to despite these illusions that you may carry. Oh, I wish I could get this quote right. It's from A Course of Miracles. My friend Paige sent it to me years ago, and when we heard it, we were both like, oh my God, this is the most amazing quote ever. It's basically like, miracles have no regard for the places where you cut yourself off from miracles, where the places where you do not listen to that energy of pure potentiality. I'll have to see if I can find it, because it's the most miraculous quote, reminding ourselves that miracles, they come anyway, the miraculous, the unexpected, the wonderful, and it is here. It is coming. Look at these cards. Silence and innocence. These cards, well, those are the names in this deck. In traditional tarot, this is the star card, and this is the sun card. Beautiful success. As we let ourselves out of the gate, return to the innocence of believing in the infinite possibilities, as we return to the creative place of the imaginations, Cancer energy, North Node in Cancer, bringing back the storyteller almost energy. I think that reminds me of my mom. My mom's a Cancer and I'm a Sagittarius. So combining North Node in Cancer with, Jupiter moving into Sagittarius, I used to keep my mom up so late, begging her to read me stories so that I could dive into the imagination. It's going back into the storyteller within ourselves, the imagination within ourselves, and creating from that place. It's necessary. It's important for us as we step back into our power. That's part of our power, and take back these energies from the places where we have given the power. I will leave it that way. So that is it for today. Really interesting energy coming in, working with us. You know your work. Dig in. To work with me, email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. I have my Jupiter reading. I am going to be announcing this week my year ahead 2019 reading. So I'm going to be offering that for 2019, looking at the important major shifts. And for any other reading, email me. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There is enough love in the world for you, and you have the power. Namaste.